Health trends aren't anything new, but in the age of social media, it's easier to get caught up in the hype of these potentially harmful claims. The Washington Post released a list of diet fads to avoid this year, including unnecessary supplements, juice cleanses, full-body MRIs, and IV vitamin therapy. We wanted to bring in Dr. Natalie Gentile with Direct Care Physicians of Pittsburgh to weigh in on some of this stuff now. And, you know, I think let's just start with the supplements, because so many of us buy, you know, a multivitamin or some extra things to add in if we're not getting enough vitamin D, for instance.
I'll tell you what, I got to get into the supplement industry because
right?
They are making billions of dollars a year.
Yeah.
And why not? You know, they've got these flashy names of these supplements that they're going to change your life and fix and support every problem you have. The reality is this industry is completely unregulated. And so people don't really actually know what they're getting when they pick it up off the shelf.
And so what are we talking about with supplements? Not name brands, but what kind of things are we talking?
You'll come out with things like adrenal support. You know, they'll come out with these names of just a boatload of different herbal remedies that actually in some cases could be helpful for people. But I think what most don't realize is these supplements can interact with other medications you're taking. Right. They can have unwanted side effects that people might not even put two and two together that it's coming from the supplement, and that can be dangerous.
Yeah. Well, also, I mean, obviously you're the doctor here, but if you take one vitamin, sometimes your body isn't going to absorb it if you don't have something else with it. This is why it's so important to talk with your doctor.
Yeah, the combination of things is most helpful for absorption for things like iron, for example, or even vitamin D and having it with a fatty meal. Like, these things are important to know that most people don't realize. The other thing is, in the typical kind of primary care lab panel you get, most docs aren't checking vitamin levels. Right. And it's important, right? Why supplement something that you don't need to supplement?
Juice cleanses. I feel like this has been an ongoing fad for 20 years. It's not even a fad anymore. But you know, they claim to detox in a way. What's the real thing here happening?
Well, how these things keep coming back, right? It's like the clothing that we're wearing. It's like what I remember wearing when I was 15. So all of these things keep cycling. Juice cleanses, there's nothing wrong with having a fresh juice. I mean, who doesn't love that, right? It's colorful, great phytonutrients, fantastic. The thing is, they can be quite expensive. Right. And a lot of times people are drinking juices instead of eating food. And so in reality, you may be feeling well because of the food that you're not eating, like the processed stuff, right? The highly refined stuff you were eating before. So it's not a long run solution, but having a juice here or there isn't going to hurt you. Right.
And I'm so glad you brought up the expensive part of it, because I've watched some of the juicing videos and there's so much waste on the other end of it. Delicious, but you are going to spend a lot of money to actually get it. New thing that has popped up, IV vitamin therapy, and I've seen a lot of this as advertised to help with hangovers, for instance.
Sure, who doesn't feel good when they've got some hydration after a hangover? Yeah, these places are popping up on every street corner, it seems like, you know, offering these IV therapies. And the reality is, again, we've got an unregulated industry, and a lot of times it's an overabundance of vitamins that you don't actually need. People who have issues with fluid, like people with heart failure or kidney issues or liver issues, shouldn't be getting boatloads of fluids without a physician overseeing it who knows what their health conditions are. So that's a word of caution.
Is there any kind of benefit to getting that? I mean, really, you're overhydrating or hydrating maybe to the point where you need to be, but is there a benefit to doing something like that?
So there are people, for example, who have had like recent GI illnesses, with the ones going around right now, where people are losing a lot of fluids, right? They probably would feel really good with some IV hydration. And yeah, if we could skip going to the ER for that, fantastic. But I think there needs to be good oversight. And unfortunately, a lot of these places aren't really set up with the appropriate oversight for it.
All right, let's talk kind of on that same level, hydrating. I don't know. I'm trying to make a transition that doesn't exist here with enemas.
That was a tough one.
There was no way to go with it, but it is a big thing. Like, people do they try and do this to cleanse again.
Colonics, going for those colonics, no, not something I typically recommend. A lot of people deal with GI issues. Oh my gosh, the bloat, stomach upset, reflux. The GI issues, we are not, you know, lacking in that. Colonics, I don't think, are the answer. Right. Really, a lot of these things need to be addressed with your diet and understanding mental health and how all of these things are playing into the issues that you're experiencing.
And now this can also lead to dehydration as well.
Exactly. So we've got side effects from these things: perforation of the gut, ugh, right? Dehydration being probably the least of our worries
Right.
with the potential problems.
Okay, and we didn't get to the last topic, but I know that we've talked about this a little bit before, but the MRI scans are very interesting, but the one big thing with this is the expense that comes with it. It's huge. All right, Dr. Gentile, thank you so much as always.
Thank you.
And if you're interested in checking out the services offered by Direct Care Physicians of Pittsburgh, you can head to our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh. Check it in now with Mikey. She is over in the newsroom. Yep, getting those stretches in. She switched out her heels for sneakers for our next segment.
Hey Heather, yeah, we're getting our stretch on here, and we're going to show you how you can do some exercises at work to get you in shape for the new year. So hang around, we'll be right back after the break. Oh, that feels good. Yeah.